Howdy peeps and welcome back to the channel. And today we're somewhere interesting and also somewhere haunted. Not really anything else I can say about that, because whether you like it or not, it is. So where are we, Sharp? That's what you're asking. Well, we're in the now no longer existent hamlet of Santon, just outside Santon Downham. And we are at All Saints Church, sometimes known as St Helens, because there was a St Helens very close by, but this one is All Saints. And let's flip things around. Zip. Yes, notes, stuff. So we're going to stand back here for a little bit, because this is actually the third version of a church on this site. The first was apparently a medieval chapel of rest, which then became a small church, serving the then larger of the two villages of Santon, because Santon Downham was a lot smaller back then. It's still tiny now. I think it's like 3 houses or something. Then Henry VIII happened. Yeah, remember that? Yeah, the dissolution of the monasteries. Yes. Even out here in the middle of Thetford Forest, just outside of Brandon, Henry VIII happened. Oh, we've got a pied wagtail up on top of the porch. Let's see if we can zoom. It's still up there. You can just about see it, and it is just about starting to rain. So, following the dissolution of the monasteries in 1540, yeah, blah blah, we know that, Sharp. It's happened in every bloody video you've done from a church. So I'm on outside the church grounds, I can swear. And this currently existing church was built on the original footprint of the pre-existing one that got knocked down. And it's actually one of England's smallest churches, and on the edge, ironically, of England's largest forest, Thetford Forest. Oh, I won't shut the gate properly because we have a wild Mary trying to follow me in. And the current version that we are in front of today was built in the 19th century by a Reverend Wellerpoley, who is a rector at Brandon, and built this as basically his private chapel. It was in use until the 1970s and was passed to the Norfolk Churches Trust as part of a lease in August of 1988. And that about closes up what we've got to say about the outside, although we'll do a wander around. As we found here, this is actually Reverend William Wellerpoley's tomb, so in affectionate remembrance of the Reverend William Wellerpoley MA, who was for 30 years rector of this parish. Born 18th November 1814, died 12th May 1887. Also his only child and his wife. Thankfully none of them died young. Now, those of you of suspicious minds might notice some things as we wander around here, other than all the wildlife. That is, there are apparently a lot of interesting symbols spread around the church, which point to the belief that Reverend Wellerpoley may not only have been a mason, not a stonemason, we're kind of talking Illuminati mason, but also something to do with the Knights Templar. We have a the tower. It's kind of cute. Yeah, it befits the size of the church. And the connection to the land with the Knights Templar, little windows, the usual flint and ashlar building that we've gone through in every other video so far of local churches. Nearly fell over as we come up this side of the tower and front of the church. Nice Templars, get back on point sharp. A Mary Ann Cutter, possibly a local witch. Details are sketchy and hard to find. Gorgeous window. Was known locally as the Guardian of Secrets and had ties to Santon, with the Templars actually having lands here recorded as early as 1221. So rather interesting possible ties, and if you know your Masonic symbols you'll know more as we get inside, because there are quite a few apparently. Whether I'm any good at spotting them, we don't know. So it is, as I said, we've literally walked all the way around the outside. And quick overview of where we are. As I said, we are in the midst of Thetford Forest. On the edge, literally like about 100 yards that way, is the River Little Ouse, spelt O-U-S-E, not O-O-Z-E, not that kind of ooze. And yeah, it's a very pretty, very nice place to be. You can hear all the birdies, trees. Look out! There's a wild Mary. And yeah, so all in all, a lovely place to be. Very calm, peaceful outside. It almost feels like a little cottage. And the actual yard feels more like a cottage garden than the graveyard, with the roses and the Michaelmas daisies. And I do like how they've not cut that part of the grass just to let the Michaelmas daisies grow up. But anyway, before we waffle on too long, we've got plenty to talk about from here. So we've got at least one, possibly two more videos to do. So, and that's just from here, let alone the area we are, which is part of the National Park. So, thank you very much for watching so far. Stay tuned for extra parts. I might stick them all on the playlist, we'll see. But enjoy your hobbies, your pastimes. Peace out. Have fun. Rock on. Bye bye.